Tropical storm Mindy made landfall yesterday evening, the 7th landfall of the year. And get this, look at these winds. Winds did gust 50 miles an hour. This is over in the Big Bend, nice fishing area, Carabel, Florida, around that Big Bend area of east of Apalachee Bay. So that's where we have the strongest winds. In fact, we've got about 12,000 customers without power in that area, including some in the city of Tallahassee. Back out live, we're watching a few showers and storms off the coast and now onshore, looking down the coast, looking off to the east-southeast. You can see kind of the shelf appearance and the sun now coming up and highlighting this towering cumulus cloud. Now we'll go to the radar. We'll give you ground truth and look at the rainfall, some heavy rainfall now onshore just off to our east of here, and that's going to go right over towards the beaches there and into Tyndall Air Force Base. So they're going to get some more rain and some wind, but their wind gust yesterday was only 21 miles an hour. They picked up 3.08 inches of rain at Tyndall. They were in the closer to the center, and they had heavier rainfall than we had here on the beach. In fact, we were out here for 4 hours yesterday and had maybe a quarter of an inch of rain. So, Jim, still some leftover rain this morning. Otherwise, a nice breeze on the beach, and there will be a fair amount of sunshine today. By the way, rip currents, the big issue today, and people will want to get in the water. It's delightful, Jim. 85 degrees in the surf this morning.
Yeah, it takes a while for that water to cool down. It's not in no hurry to do that. We appreciate it, Mike. Also, a special marine morning out south of Pensacola.
We got meteorologist Mike Seidel live in Panama City Beach this morning, where it looks kind of nice out there early on, Mike.
It is. And you mentioned 13th named storm of the season. It's been busy, but this time last year, we were already at 17, so we're running behind last year and certainly above average. Usually about late October, we typically get our 13 named storm. By the way, Ida took the water almost all the way up to the dune in most of this area of Panama City Beach, and I talked to the young lady on the 4x4 this morning. She goes up and down the beach, 17 miles, checking in on the turtle nest, and they lost about half of their turtle nest. She thinks they have about 5 viable turtle nests in the 17-mile stretch, mostly loggerheads, some leatherbacks, and some greens. So she was checking them out this morning. So surge, overwash can really impact those turtles. This morning, though, the sun is up. We had a shower down the coast. That's what's left of it. It's kind of croaked before it even got to Tyndall Air Force Base, where they had 3.08 inches of rain. The wind gusts 21 miles an hour. No power outages in this area, but we have had some. There are about 9,000 statewide, mostly in the Panhandle and near the Big Bend area. In Leon County, home county of Tallahassee right now, 1,900 customers out. I'm sure they'll get them on pretty quickly. Some trees came down on some power lines. But the surf is the big issue today, rip currents, and this is what was flying over the beach yesterday. I've never seen this before. I've been to a lot of beaches. Most beaches have lifeguards. This beach doesn't. So they're flying up and down, letting folks know about these dangerous rip currents. There is a high risk right on through this evening out here. The water looks inviting. You don't see the current. It's choppy today, much unlike yesterday, where it's more glassy with 1 to 2 footers. So the wave action has picked up, but rip currents are dangerous, and we're waiting to see if they go from a double red flag to a single red flag, but just be extra careful. Water temp, though, is ideal this morning, Stephanie. I think this is about where you like it. Or is 85 for someone from Florida too cold to swim in? I mean, seriously.
It is. Being from Florida, you always knew 85, 5? It's a little chilly. It can be for Floridians. I know Jordan's like in shock right now. Mike, we certainly appreciate that. And of course, Gulf County schools, I should say, are closed today.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Weather Channel. How about Ormond by the Sea? This is over on the east coast of Florida. We've got some rain showers there, too, through the Sunshine State and the mainland areas there. And then up on the Panhandle, we had some showers and some lightning offshore around sunrise this morning. But you can see on the radar, everything now is propagating along and off the coast. So it's a beautiful beach morning here and nice and comfortable. I mean, I know the dew point's still 70. That's muggy, but the air temperature is only about 74, 75. So it's very delightful, very delightful, as we have a light offshore wind. The surf, though, is the issue. Now, I just talked to the fire rescue folks. They're the ones that go up and down the beach. They don't have lifeguards per se, like on stands every block, but they'll know by 10 whether they're going to run the double red flags again today. But be on the lookout. Rip currents, high risk today. I know the surf looks inviting. The water temp's 85, but be extra, extra careful. You know, typically where I'm from, if we have double red flags, it's toes in the water, that's it. Single red flag, they'll, you know, maybe knees, unless you're a surfer and you're tagged to a surfboard. So we've got the sun out. Don't forget the sunscreen. Impacts here were minimal. Tyndall Air Force Base gusted to 21 miles an hour, so we had no power out in this area, but we've had power outages up around Tallahassee, the Big Bend area. Upwards of 10,000 customers, now down to about 6,000, so they're going down in the right direction. And rainfall-wise here, generally 2 to 3 inches. We had the flash flood watch, which they canceled in this area overnight early, and then we had some flash flood warnings yesterday and last night. But so far, so good. Mindy goes in yesterday as our 7th landfalling system. Our 13th named storm of the year, but this time last year we'd had 17. So you think last year was busy, but Jim, this year is busy, but not quite as busy versus this time last year, if you get my point.
Michael, if they could all be as easy as Mindy. As a matter of fact, Stephanie and Jordan were wondering what time the Cabana Boy is delivering breakfast out there to you this morning.
Well, he already set me up with an umbrella.
Beautiful.
And I've got the chairs ready. Now I just need some sunscreen and some sweet tea, right? There's the Cabana Boy right there. What's your name? Hunter.
Geez.
You're going to be busy today? No, not busy today? Nice to meet you, sir. There he is. Yeah, he's ripped too there, Steph. Back to you guys in the studio.
Wow.
You know, Mike, I'm so glad I asked that question on their behalf. Anyway, it was my inquiring mind, just to be honest with you.
I kind of wish you hadn't. But it's all good.
All right, Mike, we appreciate that, buddy. Let's talk about what is left of Mindy.